19 is going to play for a small.
Watch the camera.
Let's go right here.
And I need to mount it to a space. But yeah, it's
All right, so here we are, last night of this particular tournament. Girls have done a great job. Our record right now is 2 losses and a tie, so we won't be going on to the semis tomorrow. But we got one more game against Barrie before we go. In this funny little rink we were in last night too. So I don't know, it seemed like you got okay Wi-Fi last night, but it's basically a burn, so I apologize in advance if the sound or light or video is a bit weird.
And the Barrie Association went to our coach.
my handheld board is not very good. But she always asks me not to use it, so not very
No. Just moving over a bit. There's some cowbell. All right. Should still be good here. So for our last game, we've got everyone on. Sawyer's still off, unfortunately, not feeling fully ready to come back, but she's been here with the team the whole weekend, and otherwise, we're back. Bag on. This ice is funny and small, so Kate was mentioning yesterday it's a bit different to try to get your speed up. A little hard to read the space. quite loud. Yeah, said you. I can hear you. All right, and off we go. Game 4, Whitby Tournament of Heroes. All right, so that one through the legs, Barrie sending it into our zone, and Audrey will go back for it. She's gonna find that, pop it into the corner, Barrie finding it, and Juliet going behind for it. They're gonna pick it up, they're gonna go down, and Danny's gonna pick it up. Send to Kira, that bounces through, and Juliet's gonna go on a skate here. That one gets turned around, and Juliet's still following, comes out center. They're gonna dump that into our corner, and Olivia will be back. Olivia turning around, popping over to Reed. Reed finding that, sending it up, looking for Kira. Kira sending it back to Reed, and Reed taking a second. Reed over to Kiriati. Olivia up to Jade. They're gonna send to the outside. Jade finds it and sends it up the wall and in. That'll be called back. This is Barrie. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that, but Barrie Sharks. Try and get you a bit more height here. All right, sent out. Barrie picking that up, goes out to the blue line, and Ella going out to the wall, tries to block, goes in center, and Barrie gonna pick it up in the corner. We go in looking for that. Maddie on the chase, blocks that, and she's got the breakaway. Let's go, Maddie. Let's give it a try. Oh, tries it behind, and put to the back of the net by Ella on the rebound. Nice try. Nepean scoring first. That feels good. All right, gonna bring this down. Can't quite find the right. All right. All right, so M trying to win that. Kate taking it off the face-off. They send that out to the boards, and that pops up into our bench, and that'll be a whistle. All right, M trying to find that. That goes back to Audrey. Audrey skating through, and in the center, they're gonna backhand that one down. Nora finding that, letting it go for Ellie. Ellie picking it up behind the net, trying to pop that one over, and Barry's gonna pick it up, send it to the other side. Milne finds it, tries to pop it to Kate. Kate pops it back to her, and Audrey trying to send it through one more time. Milne finding it. M going around the other side, backhanding up to Sophie. That goes off her body. She needs to take a second and see if she can get control here. In the center, she sends that one up, bounces off Kate, and Milne's got another chance here. She's going in, shoots. Nice shot. Glove save wide of the net by the goalie. Classic M sniper. All right, that one goes back to Kira. Kira sending, goes through the D, and Reed's got to go back for it. Reed sending it up the wall, and that one goes through some legs. Juliet's going to pick that one up, turn it around. She's got a shot, goes in, dribbles just wide of the net. Jade picking it up at the back, and that one pops. Jade's got it again, goes out front, and Barrie picks it up. Barrie sending it up the wall, and Reed's going to make it back first. So fast from one end to the other. Reed trying to send it through the center. Barrie turning it around. Reed gets in the middle, and that one goes back to Olivia. It's the smallest little ice sheet. Okay, Olivia trying to send that one across. Kira gets it instead, bounces it off the wall, and Jade goes in looking for it. They're going to send that one back down the ice the other way, and that one's going to be touched by a few of our sticks. Nobody getting it. Barrie backhanding that one towards Nora. She's trying to get control, and Barrie still got that one out front. Watching it, it's a little bit chaotic there. Girls off their feet. Nora watching the corner. She's down, and she's holding. All right, that one somehow got past M. Danny going back for it, pops it up the corner. Ella finding it. She's off her skates. One more time, they're going to pop that one up to the blue line. M goes in for the block, and Nora sends that one off her pads. Goes to the outside. Brooke finding it, pulling it out. That one goes center, and Danny's got it, pops it up, looking for Ella. Ella's got to skate up, finds it on the wall, and pushes it all the way through. Good push into their zone. Brooke goes in deep, looking for it behind the net. She gets her stick on it for a second, out front. Tries for a shot, goalie blocking the side. Maddie finds it out to the side, feeds it out front, looking for Reed. Reed sends it just wide of the net, and Brooke's still on. She's going to send it around again, and Reed and Kate both there watching the boards. Milne watching it, she pops it out. Brooke going to turn it around, tries to feed it through. Kate comes up, pops off the wall, and Ellie has got it. That one backhanded in the center. Sophie's on. She's picking it up. She's trying to grab it with her skate and her stick. Barrie digging in for it, and they turn around, send it right onto Ellie's stick. Ellie trying to feed across. She gets Reed. Reed looks up and sends it down the ice. That one goes off the goalie's stick, and they're going to hold. Sophie goes in deep. Chase is over for it. Coming around, Kate finds it on the wall. She backhands it. Holding it there, a little bit of a battle. Sophie coming in to dig it out. Comes back to Olivia. She tries to push it through. And that one pops up and into the zone behind the net. Audrey finding it. Audrey sending to Sophie. Sophie backhanding it, and it's up to the center line. Barrie finding, backhanding back in. They turn it around. And Nora finds that one. Nice save. Watching it behind the net. That one pops over to Sophie. And back behind the net. Olivia finding it, sending it around. Sophie waiting for it. She bumps it up the boards, and Gagne in. Juliet's going to chase that one all the way into the zone. She's down. Barrie finds it at the backboards. Tries to make a go of it, sending it around behind their own net. Kira chasing. She overshoots there, sends it around the other side, and Ellie comes up, finds it, sends it towards the net. That one deflects and comes out center. Barrie picks it up. They're going to dump that one in deep. And Reed will be back. Reed to Jade. Jade out to the wall. Reed coming in for it. Kick in. And Jade pops it to Milne. Milne sending it across. Barrie picking it up, and that one will go wide behind the net. Reed's able to pick that one up. Reed up to Kira. She's trying to send that one out to Jade, and they're interrupting, sending it back behind the net one more time. That one shoved in, bounced over Nora's pads, and that'll tie things up 1-1. All right, you can hear all the kerfuffle. It's been quite the weekend of characters on the other side of the bench. All right, that one goes out wide, and Barrie picking that up, and they're going to dump that in deep. Danny going into the corner. Milne popping that one up out front. Brick's going to get her stick on it first, and she's going to send it up the line. Barrie sending it back in, and Danny will go into the corner. Sending it over. Audrey's got it. Interrupted. Brooks got it for a second, and Milne finds it, sends it off the boards, chases him. M going in behind the net. She gets held. They send it across the boards, and Olivia right in, keeping it in. They go around the other side, send it to the wall, and Audrey's going to pick it up. Feed that into Milne. She gets that one in, and it's 2-1 Wildcats. Nice pressure at the net. All right, girls have got nothing to lose at this point, so they're playing hard, doing all the things they've been doing. All right, Juliet won that for a second. Kate pushes it through. Barrie finds it, sends it over to the other side. Sophie blocks, and they're in the zone. Sophie's sending it into the corner and chasing in. Backboards, she sends it back. Juliet's tied up, but she gets it back to Sophie one more time. Loose behind their net. They're going over to the other side, sending it up the wall. That goes past Reed. Kate's there. She pops it up, and they'll pick it up in the corner, try to send it again. Kate blocks that one, and it goes up to Sophie in the corner. Sophie pulling it through. Shoots just over and wide and goes over to the other side. Olivia blocks that, keeps it in the zone. They try the wall one more time. And on the exit, they're going to send that one across. Reed's right there for it, and they've got all kinds of traffic on them. That one's going to be a soft float into Nora. Saved. All right, M, keeping hold of that until she's down. They take a shot. Nora's got it in her lap, and it's a save. M sending that through, bounces off the wall. They've got to go looking for it. Comes into our corner. Audrey's going to find it and try to pop it out. Barrie coming out with it. It goes off of a ref there. Kira's able to pop it through, and Jade's on the chase. She's on her backhand, looks to turn it around. She's holding it in the corner, using her skate and her stick. Kira comes through, pops it further, and they've got it behind their own net. They turn around, rim it over, and Audrey there for the stop. Jade trying to pick it up. She's on her bum, and they pop it one more time. Audrey picking it up and sending it back behind their net. They send it up the other wall. Ellie there, sends it through, comes back to her again. They pop it out, and right away Audrey's there, sends it up the wall, and Jade able to complete that, send it back to their backboards. Just 3:21 left to play in the first. Busy period so far. They're gonna pop that one through, and Ella's just on. She's in the perfect position to pick that one up. Tries to stop it behind the net, loses it for a second, pops that one up, looking for Audrey to find it. Audrey goes up the wall, it pops out. Bit of an odd angle there. They're trying to stop that, make sure they don't get any more forward movement. And that one's blocked by Audrey. She comes all the way across for that. Girls just trying to find some space. Woo! Bounces off Kim's head, I think, there. And that'll be a whistle. All right, off the face-off, that goes into the corner. Reed back, she's squashed. Juliet picks it up, brings it around the other side, pops it to Sophie off the wall. Whoop, goes center. Juliet finds it again. Barrie turning it around, that's popped up past Olivia, and they try to center that. Nora's got her hands on it, saved. All right, Juliet sending that off the wall. And that one, Nora's got her hand on it one more time. Shot right at her, saved. All right, sent out to the wall again, Juliet. They're gonna go up, look for the block on that one. They're backhanding towards the net. Nora one more time is gonna find it, hold it. Job, Nora! And we're down to 2:25 left in the first. All right, off that face-off, that one goes off. Olivia goes up for it, goes to the wall, and in the center, Kira finds it, pops it up. Barrie finding it one more time, and M coming in with her body. She's able to block that, holding it for a second at the wall there. That one goes past a bunch of people, back to Reed. Reed sending it over the other wall, looking for Kira. Kira there, she protects. And tries to push it through. Barrie sending back to the backboards. Reed up to Kira. Kira trying to pop that one past. Doesn't get it quite out. Reed holding the wall there. And Milne waiting in behind. Kira's going to find it. She tries to backhand that one up. And they're sending it back one more time. Into the corner. Cariotti goes back. She's on the wall. Sends to Kira. Let's go, Kira. You got this. Off the wall. This time she's got it through. And Jade's ready. She's there for the pickup. Whoa! She has 3 girls all around her. That's going to be something called there. She sends it towards the net. Loose out front, and that'll be a whistle. There was some contact there for sure. All right, so Cats on the power play. All right, and that one going back to Audrey. Audrey popping it through off the backboards. Barrie picking it up, sending it around the wall, and Ellie firing that off a player's face, I think, over to the outside. Ella finding it, setting up, shooting right up front. Gagne picking it up behind the net, popped up. She tries to turn around, get a shot, drops that. Barrie finds it and backhands it out. Ellie goes back for it. Got the paddle last game for some pretty impressive skating. Doing it again this game. She sends it backboards over to Audrey. Audrey tries to send it up the wall. That's going to bounce right onto Ellie's glove, and Ella finds it and bounces it back down. Sends it back into their own zone for the final 45 seconds of the period. Brooke waiting on the wall. She finds it. And they're going to send it around the other side. We got a team passing by. Ooh, Ella, nice. Blocks it just outside of the blue line and gives us a chance to slow things down. Barrie racing to our backboards. They've got it there. Olivia watching and forces them to send it around the other side to Ella. She's able to pick that one up, send it off to Juliet. Juliet pops it out to the boards, tries to keep it moving. Kate's off the bench, and she's going to go for a skate all the way in. She gets stopped at the blue line. Sophie comes in. She's going to pick it up, and she gets taken down. All right. Parents getting angry, but we've been here before, so we'll just keep our cool. It's hockey. There's always penalties that should be called. All right. So that one gets sent out to the outside, and Barrie sends it down the wall, and that'll be the end of the first. It's been fairly noticeable that people don't like that we're a double B team playing them, so they're a little bit more sensitive. That's fair. Take a break here at the end of the first. We're up 2-1 right now, and we're in a 5-on-3 situation for another 30 seconds at the beginning of the second. All right. So that one going back, picked up by Olivia. Kate's got it. Going for an entry, drop to Reed. Reed lining up. That one bounces off. Sophie getting it behind the net. Coming around the other side. Kate picking it up on the wall. Feeds that one over to Sophie. Sophie's got it at the side. Feeds it out to Milne. Oh, nice tip, just wide. And she's going to try one more time. Sends it over to Sophie. Sophie's got it one more time behind the net. Sends, oh, Olivia wasn't looking, and that one slipped past her. All right. So that one sent out to the outside. Olivia picking that one up, and she's going to skate that one in all on her own. Pop back to Sophie. Sophie's got it. Looking for that shot. Sends it center off the goalie's pads. They're going to fly that through the air, and that'll be back. Olivia, Reed, looking for it. Olivia turning around. Pops to Audrey, Audrey to Kira, Kira up the wall, and girls trying to enter back into the zone. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but all right, Juliet sending that to Kira. Kira over to Ellie. Ellie looking up, firing center. It's loose. Jade going in for it. Backhand. Juliet trying to get it in the corner, and that'll be held by the goalie.
Let's go, Barrie!
All right, going to the backboards. Barrie sending it around, finding it on the wall, popping it up and out, and there's still 25 seconds left on the 3-on-5. Losing it there. Found in the center by Kira. Kira going for a skate. And she pops that one through, goes right up, looking for a chance, still loose. They're going to send that out to the left. Juliet sending it center. Kira's got her stick on it. And they're going to hold. Not sure why they stopped it, because the goalie didn't have that puck, but they're getting a little worried now because Barrie's getting a little sensitive. All right, out to the wall, and Ella going into the corner. They throw that one to the other side. Brooke there on the wall. Sends that one back to Ellie. Ellie comes up. That's just outside the zone. Girls will have to clear. All right. So they're coming through off the face-off, sending that one over, and Audrey chasing into the corner. Audrey backhanding up to Ella. Ella firing it across, looking for Brooke. She comes over, finds it, sends it up the wall, and back into their zone. We're 5-on-4 now. They're going to turn that one around off the wall. Ellie finding it, turning around. Nice shot. Off the rebound. Ellie tries. Oh, just wide. Brooke going in, tries for another shot. Ellie catches that, just going out of the zone, and comes over to Audrey. Audrey sending it off the wall one more time to Ellie. Up to Ella, just past her stick, and she's going to go into the corner. That one comes out to Audrey on the wall. She goes in a little deeper, looks to turn it around, fires it out. Brooke to Olivia, Olivia up the wall to Audrey, and they send it up the wall one more time. Ella firing towards the net, blocked in the center, and coming out right onto Olivia's stick. Olivia to Brooke. Brooke looking for Ella. They interrupt in the center and send it on the wall. Wow, that mom is something else. All right, Olivia sending to Ella. Ella through some legs up to Brooke. Well, Brooke loses it out the wall. And they're going to turn that around until Olivia finds it just south of the blue line, and a little back and forth there. Olivia Reed turning around. She feeds that one up to Gagne. Gagne going through the center, and she throws it right onto a player. Comes out of our zone again, and Olivia out to the wall. She's going to hold her there, neutralize that opportunity. That one goes to Sophie. Back one more time. Olivia watching in the corner. Flies out center. They shoot wide. Kate will find that in the corner. Tries to feed it up. That one's blocked. Watching the wall. Reed goes in for it. And see who can pull it out here. All right, comes out the back. Milne's got it. Round the other side, pops to Sophie. Nice play, off the wall. They pick it up, send it back, and Olivia will pick it up one more time. Olivia taking a second, passing to Sophie in the center. She gets taken, pops to Milne, who pops up to Kate. She's on the chase in. That'll be called back. So we're still in the second, 10:23 left to play. All right, Juliet sending it out to Audrey. Audrey backhanding up the wall. Kira looking for it. A lot of sticks there, and right in front of Nora, she's gonna hold. Maybe a little, I had to move away from the crowd there a little bit, so I'm not quite at center ice. Hopefully you can still see. All right, Juliet sending that one through. They're finding it at the blue line, sending it up the wall. Audrey picking it up, and she's got control. Nice little deke up the wall. She's gonna go for a skate. Drops that one through. They find it, send it to the outside wall. She's still in the corner. They're gonna pick it up behind their own net, send it around. Ellie there, pops it back in behind their net one more time, and Juliet going back looking for it. She stops it there, gets control. Out to the boards, she's still with it. Tries to hold. That one comes out to Ellie. She fires center again. They're picking it up and sending it out the other side. Jade on the back check forces that one behind our net. And she's down. Woo! All right, Nora holding that one. Unfortunately, Ellie just lost her footing there for a sec. She was down behind the net. All right, Barrie picking it up at the blue line. That one goes high and wide, goes over to the other side. Brooke on the wall, looking for a block there. On the other side, Danny going into the corner. And Milne back with her, pops it out, gets it to the corner, and Ella tries to find it on the wall. Sent back, other side. They're out front of the net, and that one's gonna pop out onto Brooke's stick. Brooke tries to keep fighting for it. She's got traffic. They send that one behind our net one more time. Danny's gonna find it. Tries to pop it over to Olivia. Olivia's gonna switch with her and send it over to Ella. Ella trying to use that wall, send it up. They send it out front and across, and Brooke's gonna block that one. Doesn't realize it. Olivia finds it, sends it up the wall, and Ella, woo! She's down, but she pushes it through. Girls trying to find where that puck is. Brooke comes in for it, everybody looking for it. That's gonna come back to Olivia, over to Danny, and Danny's gonna feed that one up to Milne, who's gonna try to find it on the wall. Bounces out center, and that one's sent down the line. Olivia will go back. All right. Sent into the corner. Barrie finding it, backhanding it over to the other side. Kate going to the corner. That one goes back to Reed. Turned around. She's watching the wall. That one pops through, and Ellie's over for it. Nora finds that one as it rolls over past her. All right, Juliet trying to push that one through. Going in for it. Ellie finding it. She's taken down behind the net. Juliet there too. She's up again. Backhands it up, looking for Kate on the wall. Kate finds it, pops it through. Back to Reed. Reed one more time, feeding Juliet in the center. She's open. Up to Sophie. Sophie going for the skate in. Takes the shot. Off the goalie. It's loose. They come in. Audrey finding it. She's going to take one more shot. Loose out front of the net. They send it out again. Audrey, one more. High and wide. And Juliet's going to go over for it. She's going to find it on the wall. Kate picking it up. Setting it center. That one goes off a player and out. Olivia chasing over. Trying to take over in the corner. That one off the side of the net. Olivia picking it up. Backhanded to Kate. Kate sending it out. Sophie coming in for it. They find it, send it back, and that'll be back to the backboard. 7 minutes left in the second. Audrey, nice little deke behind the net. She's maintaining control, sends it up the wall, looking for Jade to come on. Jade picks it up as she's off the bench, and she goes on the entry. Nice shot. She picks up her own rebound there, but can't get to it. Goes into the corner. Comes out backhanded. Audrey tries to find that, and she's going to have to chase back for it. There on the entry here, Audrey neutralizes that, goes behind the net, and she comes around, pops that one up to Jade. Jade tries to send that one up the boards, loses it for a second, just doesn't get her stick on it. And along the wall, they're going to backhand that one out, goes off M's stick, and M's able to try to pull it out the other side. Olivia following behind, she's got it. All right, a little back and forth. M and Olivia in the corner. And they said that would set her. Nora sends it, almost takes the ref's head off. And in the center, Milne's going to be able to pick it up. She fires to Kira. Kira's got it. She feeds it through. And they're going to love that. All right. So we got one of each in the bench, in the box, sorry. So we're 5 on 5, each with a penalty going right now. That one goes out to the right, and Mooney tries to get her stick on it. Goes out a little farther. They're going to feed that across, and it's going to be Ella there with their player, backhanding it out front of the net, and all our players trying to get to it. Miss a connection there, and they're going to send it out front one more time, goes across our players, and it's going to be Mooney who's able to pick it up, tries to send that up the boards, and gets to their blue line. Ellie tries to send it center. Over to Reed. We got lucky on that bounce. That one goes through, and Juliet's going to be able to chase that one into the zone. Off the wall. Brooke gets her stick on it for a second there. Ellie trying to block. They get past her. Reed's still there, and they're going to dump that one over. Ella gets it, neutralizes for a second. They're still at our backboards and trying to send it out front. Juliet gets her stick on it in front of the net. Very nice. Takes a second, tries to slow things down. Sends it up the wall looking for Ella. It bounces out. Reed tries to get it, goes through her skates, and so Nora's going to cover and just give everyone a breather here. 5:01 left in the second. All right, goes through her stick. Kate's going to pick that one up, try to push it through. They're going to interrupt, send it back into our zone, and Olivia back for it. Fight at the backboards. That one gets pushed over to the other side, and that's going to be a shot off the side of the net. Olivia back in for it, and that one going out front. Audrey popping it out, and Sophie coming in, digging for it. They feed that one out front, and interrupted. Sent up the wall one more time. Kate's going to skate in. Over on Sophie's side. That one gets tipped slightly on the way out. Olivia watching. Nice little deke. Sophie trying to come in again. Jade on. She's going to watch. Or sorry, that one's Audrey. Sorry, I only saw one shot. Oh, what the hell? That's an accident that hurts. Okay. Lots of accidents happening today when we're around. All right, back to it. So we'll be on the power play here. All right, Milne sending that out to Kate. Kate holding it in, going into the corner. They're going to send that behind their own net. Sophie's going to pick that one up, turn it around, tries to release that out to Milne. Kate's going to pick it up, shoots it off the goalie, still loose, out front. Milne trying to get her stick on it. They're going to clear it out. That's a 5-minute that they're on. Sorry, I'm just turning around to see that. Ellie coming through, backhanding that to Kate. Kate's got it on the wall, sending it through. They're going to find that one, send it behind our net one more time, and Reed going to pick it up. Reed to Kate. Kate watching the wall. Milne coming in, turning it around and firing it up. Sophie's going to be there. She's going to pick that up. She's going to go in and try for that shot. They find it, send it high over Ellie's stick, and Reed's across for it. She goes up, fires that one in, and Ellie will go back, pick it up in the corner. Sends that one to Milne. Milne tries to pop that one back. Reed there. She pops it up one more time. Milne has to chase back for it. And behind our net, that's going to be Ellie picking it up. Ellie to Ella. Ella sending up. That'll go past Ella's stick and into their zone. They turn it around and fire it. Ella chasing back. Ella picks it up, tries to get it up the wall there. She's off her skates. Olivia's got it. Olivia to Jade. Jade feeding through. She gets Juliet. Juliet on the entry. She drops to Jade. And that'll be offside. All right, Juliet sending that one back to Audrey. Audrey picking it up, sending to Olivia. Olivia up to Jade. Down the wall, back to Olivia. Olivia to Kate. Kate popping up to Audrey. Audrey sends it in. Back down the wall. That one bounces over the blue line. They're going to pick it up and send it in one more time. Olivia goes over. She picks it up. She's got control, sends to Kate. Kate sends it up the wall. Juliet follows it through, turns it around, and throws it towards their net. On the rebound, they're picking up, sending it up the wall. Kate watching the girl. Olivia sending back. Olivia trying to send over to Jade. They block, and that'll be behind the net. Audrey picking it up. Audrey to Jade. Jade across to Juliet. Juliet trying to push to Kate. Kate finding and swinging it in. Juliet follows up, comes along the wall. Jade finding it, backhanding it up. In the center, that one's going to jump towards the goalie and be held. 1:17 left in the first, and we'll be on the power play for all of that. Okay, Milne posturing that one out. They're able to find that and send that one through. Ellie, nice skate back. Turning it around, taking it to the other side. One more time, a little turnaround. Reed's got it. Sends it across, finds Mooney. Brooke turning it around, sending it back to Reed. Reed up to Kira. Kira pops it up. That goes into the zone, and Milne gets her stick on it. Pushing through. Brooke's there. She stops. They backhand that one. Ellie's finding it at the blue line. Oh, sends it back and across. Doesn't realize Reed's on the other side of the blue line. Girls will change, and she'll send that up the wall. They'll go back in. They send that one across, and Ellie misses it on the way out. 28 seconds left.
Let's go! Fast, girls!
Ella over to Kira. Kira pops it up. They're going to send it behind our net one more time. Reed's going to pick it up. She could go for a skate. She's going to pass to Kira. That's in her skates. Reed comes up, and she's watching. Sent out front. That one goes through all of our players. They're going to pick that one up, and they turn it around and send it deep into our zone one more time. That'll be the end of the second. All right, so the flood's done. We're coming back for the third period. 50 seconds left on the power play when the Cats come back on the ice here. Yeah, there has been no music. All right, last period of this here tournament. Let's go crazy. Getting things ready for their goalie there. It's a new tradition. All right, here we go. Hopefully everything stays calm. All right, off the face-off, sending that through Kate's legs. Reed's gonna find it. Tries to pop that one up the wall. Kate, they're trying to dig it out. Keeps going. They've got it, moving it. Peterborough finds it and sends it into the corner. Em goes back, turns it around, backhands over to Reed. Reed's got it in her skates. Back over, this time it's Olivia there. Olivia's gonna come through and send to Kate. Off the wall, and she's on the skate in. They turn it around, it's blocked, bounces up on the wall. They're gonna backhand that one through, and Reed goes back.
10 seconds, Barrie, way to kill it.
Behind the net, Reed holding it in the corner. They're picking that one up, and that one's bounced up. Sophie going into the center, trying to neutralize that one. That one gets bounced up, and there's a whistle. That one will be on Brooke. Oh no, Reed, sorry. My bad. So we're gonna be, they're going to even now, and so we're back on the penalty kill, or we're on the penalty kill, sorry. Switching around. All right, so that one, off Kira's skate. Audrey's got it behind the net. She sends it around. Peterborough picks it up, sends it behind the net one more time. They're back there, Ellie looking for it. They're trying to come around the other side. Nora watching the corner, she holds.
Way to go, Barrie.
All right, so Jade sending that one through. That one goes off Nora and flies into the viewing area. All right. All right, that one goes through some legs. Kira tries to get through. That one goes off the wall and back. Audrey's gonna find that one behind the net. She's got it. Getting control there. Peterborough backhands that one. They've got it behind the net. And Ellie watching. That one gets out and down the ice. They're gonna hold and cover. Way to go, Nora. All right, Brooke trying to get that one with their skate. They're gonna send that one back. She's still looking for it in the center. They're picking that one up and dumping it into the corner. Olivia coming through. She's gonna find that right away. Stop that stick. Finds it on the other side. Sending it along the wall, kicking to Mooney. And Mooney sends it up. They're gonna find that one. It's going to fire wide and up the wall. Ella finds it and clears it out. Brooke chasing into their zone. They're going to come around the other side, and it's going to be Ella chasing up that way. Olivia finds it, pops it up, bounces off a body, and that one's going to end up in our zone. Audrey finds it, sends it up the wall. They're going to stop there, and she's back behind the net with it. Fires it up the wall one more time. Brooke trying to find that one. She manages to deflect that shot wide, and behind the net, they're trying to send that one out front. Ella looking for it. She's got the D. She sends that one up, and that's going to send them back to the center line. 15 seconds left in this penalty kill. They're going to backhand that one to Audrey, and one more time, she's going to send that one up the wall and clear. Sophie back first. She tries for a little wraparound there. That one goes back to Ellie. She's going to come out, look for a shot. That one deflected wide. Comes back to Ellie one more time on the wall. She's going to manage that one. Got a couple of friends with her. Comes back to Kate. Kate fires over to Audrey. Audrey sends over and off the wall. Sophie looking for it. She finds it, holds it, picks it up one more time, bounces over a few players and a ref and behind the net. They're going to turn that one around. Off the boards. Ellie finds it, sends it center, loose out front, goalie covers. All right, that one off the face-off in Juliet's skates, or Sophie's skates, and Reed going back for it. She's gonna go down. They try to send that one out front. Olivia there, she's in the corner, fighting for it. Tries to get that one up to Sophie. Gonna hold it there. 3 girls in. Sophie trying to dig that one out. Comes out the back, and it's gonna be Juliet with it. Sends it off the wall. She's down. They're gonna bring it around the other side. And that one goes across the front of the goalie. Sophie picking it up, fires it over to Kate. Whoa! Kate's down, butt to butt, and Juliet going in. They're going to fire it over the other side. Girls on the change, and they're in their own zone for a minute here. Looking for an exit out the center. They send it out, and Kira, for a second, has that in the center. Forced to the outside. They drop. Kira's there on the wall watching. Kicks it through. Keep pushing, and Juliet's going to backhand that one out and down the ice. That'll be called for icing. We're at 10:33 remaining in the third. All right, they're going to win that one back to the blue line and goes front of the net. Ellie chasing over for it in the corner. She's going to hold. Em trying to get that one on the other side. That one's popping out. They're going to pass that one back, and Ellie's going to pick it up, send it up the wall, looking for Jade. Jade gets her stick on it, back to Ellie in the center. That goes across the front of the net and over. Kira's got it on the wall. Sends it back by Audrey over to Ellie. She backhands that one, trying to get that one over. Goes back for it and sends it up the wall through Kira, and it's going to be Em looking up for it. They're going to drop that one back. Kira going over to the other side, and that's loose out front of Nora. Reed sends it off the wall, and that one's going to bounce in. Em chases in for it. Kira stopping that in the center. Bounces, they pick it up, and we send it out to the corner. Olivia maintaining control. Tries to pop that one up the wall. They've got it. Send it to the blue line. And that one, nice save, off to the outside. Olivia and Brooke backboards. That one sent out front, and that one just dribbles past their team, and our girls need a change. Coming back in, that one's right onto Olivia's stick. She's going to turn it around. Pop up to Ella. Ella tries to fire it in, and it bounces off a player out to Mooney. She's going to fire it up the wall and look for Juliet to go in. That'll be called back. All right, Juliet sending that one out. Ellie picking it up. Behind the boards, going to Audrey. Audrey trying to push that one through to Ellie. Ellie finding it. Backhanding back over to Audrey. And she sends up to Gagne in the center. She's going to drag that one through. Ella there picking it up and putting it into their zone. They'll chase in. In the back, they're going to find it over to Gagne in the corner. Keeping that one in. Over to Brooke. Fires that one over to the other side. Ella there, back to Audrey. Audrey lining up, tries to shoot. That one pops up, and Ella going to find that one in the boards and send it back to Juliet. Juliet coming around. Lots of good angle there. That one gets popped up and into the other corner. Brooke finding it. Back to Juliet, back of the net. One more time. She's going to try to turn it around. Tries to feed it out front. Interrupted in the center. Out to the boards, and Ellie finding it at the center line. That one dropped over, and Ellie will chase, try to find that one at the wall. That one's picked up by Brooke and skated back the other way. Brooke lining up, taking a shot, out to the wall. She's going to pick up her own rebound there. That one drops. Oh, loose over to the side. Nobody there, and back to Reed. Reed finding it one more time, and she's going to go for a skate in. Reed watching the corner, commanding presence there, and that one bounces out off the wall, and Olivia will go back, pick it up at our blue line. She'll turn that one around. Look to feed that one out to Reed. Reed tries to pop that one up to Kate. Milne gets it to Kate. Kate up the wall, and they'll take a change. Sophie's still on. She'll go around. Look for that along the wall. That one's going to come all the way across, and that'll be watched as they enter by Ellie into the corner. That one goes to the corner, and Nora's trying to get her stick on it. Ellie sending it around the other side. Go, Kira! Sorry, I'm not sure what was happening there. I didn't mean to yell. Sophie picking it up, and she's on a skate here. That one gets sent out to the outside. And Kira's going to find that at the wall. There'll be a penalty. That'll be Sophie going into the box. All right, Cats on the PK. That one going back to Olivia. Kira's going to find that, send it up the wall. Gets to the center line. They're going to send it across the other side, and Reed going in for it. They'll dump that one behind our net. Olivia coming, tries to feed it out. Goes off a player. It's in the corner. Olivia finding it one more time, tries to send it up the wall. Gets part way, and that one gets bounced to the wall again by Juliet. She picks it up and sends it out. Kira comes up for it, then Reed. Reed pops it up to Kira, and Kira back to the backboards one more time. They send it around the other side. Jade catches that bounce. She's got it in the corner. She's down. Peterborough picking it up, and our girls watching the exit. Reed goes over to the wall looking for it. And they'll get a chance to even it up there. That's too bad. That's okay, honestly. We know how well we're doing. All right. All right, so pushed through by Ella. They're going to backhand that one out, and it goes onto Ellie's stick. Ellie firing that over to Ella. Ella looking for the skate in, and Milne's going to try to pick that one up. It's under the ref. She's going to hold it there while he gets out of the way and try to push it through. Audrey coming up. That gets bounced out, and Ellie going to find it and give it to Ella. Ella dumping it in deep. Coming around the other side. That one goes up the wall, and Ellie pops that one over. And they're going to send it in behind our net. Ella backhanding it over. Audrey finding it, popping it up the wall, and they're going to send that one center again, tipped wide, and Ellie goes over for it. Behind the net, Milne watching that one, and they're trying one more in front of the net. Milne's going to pick that one up, push it through. Followed through by Ella. Coming back. Em doesn't have her stick. It's going to be Olivia that picks it up, turns it around, and pops that one up and through. All right. Going to the outside. Kate's going to pick that one up, send it down the ice. All right, Juliet sending that one through, and Kate on the chase, looking for it. That one stopped. Reed finding it at the blue line. She's firing that up onto Sophie's stick. Sophie's got some room in the center. Kate looking for it, goes into the corner. She's gonna pick that one up, tries to send it out. Comes around to Sophie on the outside, that's Reed. Juliet's gonna reach for it. She's gonna find it and take a little second. Send it back to Olivia. Olivia popping it up to Sophie. Sophie's got some space. She knows what she wants to do. Dropped back in the center, comes to Kate. Kate tries to send to Juliet, and that one gets sent out to the outside by Audrey. Audrey looking into the corner, and that one's going to be picked up. Ooh. Audrey gets picked up behind the net, and that one goes out, looking for Sophie in the center. She's still chasing, back along the wall, and that one goes to Juliet. Juliet sending up to Sophie one more time. Sophie picking it up, moving in the other direction, but she's going to reset and send up the center, looking for Juliet. They're going to touch. Juliet's going to chase in. Coming back at the center line, they're going to dump it in, or just past. Over to Audrey. Audrey to Jade. Jade trying to use the wall. Audrey's going to come in, pick it up. She's down. Audrey backhanding up. They're going to find it in the center. And that one's dropped to them right out front of the net. And Nora's going to cover. We got 2:50 left to play. All right. Jade pulling that one through. They're going to turn around, try to take a shot. That'll go wide, and Audrey will be there. She'll send behind the net over to Ellie. Ellie turns it around, backhands over to Audrey one more time, pops it up to Kira. Kira sends to Milne, and that one goes up to the wall. They keep pushing through, and Jade tries to grab that one. They're going to turn around, keep pushing that over to the other side. Peterborough picks it up in their zone and sends it up the wall. Kira finding it just at the blue line. Sending back in. Behind the net, Milne going in for it. Around the other side, Reed comes up, keeps them in the corner. One more time on the wall, Jade's gonna find that and turn it around at the center line. Gives everybody a chance to get out. She goes back in, they're gonna send down the wall, and Reed's gonna have it. Reed sending off the wall, Kira will be able to find it. Kira turns around, she loses it. Goes to Olivia, Kira finds on the wall, goes off Juliet, and Juliet's gonna get it all the way in. Rim it around. That one goes back to Reed again. She's got it, and that'll be a turnaround. A whistle. I don't actually know who got the penalty there.
What are you talking about? Too many.
6 is more than 5.
Too many, coach.
Hey, well, you already called the penalty.
It's been a fun one.
That's it. Gotta pick one and keep over.
All right, so Juliet finds that one. Sophie up the wall. They're going to try to pick that one up out of the air. That one's going to go to Olivia. She sends it up. That one's over on the wall, and Back in their own zone. They're going to try to turn that one around over to the other wall. Juliet racing across. Forcing to the outside. Olivia's going to find that one. They're loose out front, and Nora's got her hands on it.
So this game here, is this a decider for one of the two teams? Oh, really? Fair enough. So it's stress-free then, essentially.
All right, Cater sends it up the wall and out. That's under a minute left to play, and Sophie's going in. Behind the net, she's gonna get it. Take it over, try to send it. Kate's gonna find it at the blue line, turn it around, fire it back in. Behind the net, Sophie picking it up, looking for a little entry there. Good, sent out to the outside again. Ellie coming up, she fires center, and that'll be a glove save. All right, sent out to Audrey. Audrey pokes in the center, taken to the outside by Jade, taking it into the corner, fighting to the last. Backboards, she's gonna try to control. Taken away by Peterborough, coming around the outside. 18 seconds left to play. They're gonna dump that one down the line, and Audrey will go looking for it behind the net. Sends that one up the wall. Jade looking for it. That one pops up, and Milne, final moments. That'll be another tie for our girls. Really, really great effort, great outcome in this A tournament. There they are, your Wildcats. 2 losses, 2 ties, but lots to be proud of. Hi, sweetie. Hi. I know you're not supposed to. I know.
No, you're good.
You're very sweet.
We're about to lay down and look for her
Oh my goodness, it's amazing that she's so calm in the
Very great.
arena. Thanks so much, fans. We'll see you again soon.